What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a very exciting Liverpool transfer news video. And in this video we will talk about the fact that Juventus are offering Paulo Dybala to Liverpool, but they also want Mohamed Salah in exchange, and I don't think we should sell Mohamed Salah to them. What we should do is try to get Paulo Dybala on his own into Liverpool. He is exactly the type of player that Liverpool really badly need, and he can play in a variety of positions across the front line or even behind the striker. And I think, yeah, his best position is probably as a striker. He is a very versatile player, and I honestly think we should go all out and try and get him, because he is already a world-class player. He scored 23 goals last season, sorry, 26 goals in fact last season, and he has 77 goals in 3.5 seasons for Juventus, which is about 20 goals per season on average. During the season there has been times where Dybala hasn't started because of Cristiano Ronaldo, and because it's very difficult to accommodate two quite similar players in Cristiano Ronaldo and Dybala. They both like to play up front or just in the inside forward position, and sometimes Dybala hasn't been the focal point of the attack because of Ronaldo, and it's very difficult for Juventus to find room for both players. And even though Dybala is a very important player for Juventus, as I said, they wouldn't be offering Dybala to Liverpool if he wasn't on the market or he wasn't on the transfer list. So I think Liverpool should go out and buy him. That's my opinion. And Allegri is still struggling to include both Dybala and Ronaldo in the team and have a functioning, very high efficient attack. So he's struggling to integrate both Dybala and Ronaldo into the same team. As I said, they are pretty similar players, so let me know what they think about that. And Allegri will continue to play a three-man midfield in the Juventus side, and that leaves probably Ronaldo, Mandzukic and Juan Cuadrado or somebody similar like Douglas Costa to be required to balance the side. Dybala is not a player who is tracking back enough, so you can't really play him out and out on the wing. Many times he has just played off Ronaldo or as an inside forward who is cutting inside, and he's not like a white player, true winger who is staying on the touchline all the time, just waiting to receive the ball. Dybala likes to get more involved. So that's why I'm saying that maybe Dybala doesn't have a long-term future in this Juventus team, and that would give Liverpool a chance to sign him. And he's on course to have another great season. He's scoring every 3 games, 1 goal every 3 games. He has 9 goals in 32 games this season, but that's mainly because Juventus's attack is focused on Cristiano Ronaldo. And I honestly think that Liverpool could get Paulo Dybala if the price is right. Juventus would sell him to Liverpool if we bid a really serious bid, like 70-80 million pounds. And the fact that Juventus are even offering Paulo Dybala to Liverpool shows that Dybala is not indispensable. He is not the most vital player in this Juventus machine, and frankly Dybala has won everything with Juventus apart from the Champions League, so he might want a new challenge. And he has been, you know, a fantastic signing for Juventus, and yes, it's a really big part of Juventus, but now with Ronaldo and Mandzukic and Douglas Costa and other players, Juventus have a lot of players in their team who can score goals, and they could sell Dybala in theory and get a replacement in for a decent amount of money. And I mean, if Liverpool have an awful lot of money to spend in the summer transfer window, why not go big and improve this team? I think defensively we are really solid. We still have Joe Gomez, Lovren and Matip coming back. And yes, we might sign a new young centre-back like Matthias de Ligt or other players, but they wouldn't cost an incredible amount of money. On the other hand, we badly need a goal scorer who can score goals either from attacking midfield or who can replace either Mane, Salah or Firmino when they are tired or injured or off form. In the last few weeks where Liverpool have drawn so many games, we have drawn like 5 or 6 of the last 8 games. It's really worrying that when Mane, Salah and Firmino are kept quiet, or in Firmino's case he was out injured, we don't have another player who can step up and take the mantle, take the game by the scruff of the neck and score goals, help Liverpool over the line. And how Liverpool badly need a player like that, it is very evident in the past few games. And Liverpool posted their record most profit, 125 million for last year's financial accounts. So that means that Liverpool have money in the bank. And we still can sign big players for big money if we choose to do so. So what do you think? Do you think that Dybala should be going to Liverpool? Do you think that Liverpool have a realistic chance of getting him? I think they do. Just for the fact that Juventus are offering Dybala to Liverpool means that Liverpool have a realistic chance of getting Dybala in some kind of deal. And I'm sure that Mohamed Salah will want to stay at Liverpool, and Liverpool don't want to sell Salah, so we shouldn't really entertain that thought. But if Juventus are offering Dybala to Liverpool, that shows that Dybala can be bought all on his own with the right amount of money. And also a finance advisor, a financial source told an English newspaper that Liverpool are no longer a selling club, despite what they have said in the past when other big European clubs have come in with big money offers. They have been forced to sell some of their star players, Luis Suarez and Philippe Coutinho, just two big examples of that. But this financial expert is saying that is no longer the case. Any club that posts a profit of 125 million pounds can resist any offers for their top players, at least for financial reasons. Liverpool don't have to sell, and for football reasons Liverpool don't have to sell either, because Liverpool have been building a fantastic squad of players, and that's why I'm really excited and looking forward to the future. I know that Liverpool fans have a doom and gloom attitude right now, but we should look at the big picture. Liverpool's team is just starting their cycle. They are just starting their 4 or 5 year journey of challenging for the Premier League and the Champions League title, season in, season out. If you look through the Liverpool team, all of our best players are on long-term 4 or 5 year contracts, and Liverpool are here to stay at the top of the Premier League and at the top of European football for the next 5 years. And if you look at other teams, I mean, look in the Champions League. Real Madrid's cycle, it looks like, came to an end. And the other teams are not as strong as before either. Paris Saint-Germain went out. I think if Liverpool go through against Bayern Munich, Liverpool have a really good chance to go far in the Champions League. Because if we get Ajax or Porto or even Manchester United, Liverpool can really go through to the semi-finals, and then anything can happen. But also, if you look at Manchester City, some of their key players like David Silva, like Fernandinho, like Aguero, they are getting closer to being 30 years old, or even past 30 years old like in Aguero's case. So I think Liverpool can really expect Manchester City to be maybe in the next few years a little bit weaker than before. Already this season they are not as strong as last season, and I don't think and I don't believe that Manchester City will win all their games between now and the end of the season. What Liverpool need to do is get back on the horse and just try to win every single game from now on. Shouldn't play another game with 3 defensive midfielders like we did against Man United, like we did against Everton. Maybe Jurgen Klopp was overly cautious, feeling that if we lost either of those games, then the title race would have been over. But Liverpool are in still a very good position, just 1 point behind Manchester City, and Man City have FA Cup games, Champions League games coming up, so they will get tired. They already have quite a few injuries, so I expect Man City to drop points. So let's go Liverpool, come on, let's try and win this title. And Van Dijk gave a very interesting interview to a magazine saying, I want to focus on achieving something special which this club hasn't done for 29 years. And if either myself or any other players are involved in picking up individual awards, that's great. He's referring to the February Player of the Month award, which was a Fan as a Player of the Month award, which was awarded to Van Dijk. And Van Dijk said, and I quote, "Winning the league makes you feel even more proud of yourself and the team. It's a sign of the hard work you have put in over a whole season. That motivates you. Winning the Premier League title puts you in the history books forever and makes you a legend. That's why you play football. You want to become a legend." Really big words and really big motivation for Van Dijk to become a legend, and I fully agree. He would become a legend if he was to win the Premier League title for Liverpool this season or in any of the future seasons. And it's true that it would be probably the most amazing and the most respectable Premier League title win, because we are up against a Manchester City team who spent more than 1 billion more pounds since 2010 on their team than Liverpool, so up against it in terms of the financial situation of both clubs. And let's talk about Alisson. What a first season he is having at Liverpool. We have probably our best goalkeeper since Pepe Reina, and Pepe Reina has been a colossus in goal, but I think Alisson is even better than him. Alisson has kept 17 clean sheets this season already, the most by a keeper in their debut season in the competition in the Premier League since Jose Reina in 2005-2006. In Pepe Reina's first season he kept 20 clean sheets for Liverpool, and I think Alisson can beat that. He not just needs 4 more clean sheets in the remaining 9 games to beat that, and Alisson has a chance, an outside chance of beating the Premier League record, which is held by Petr Cech. Petr Cech in the 2004-2005 season with Chelsea, he kept 24 clean sheets, and Chelsea only conceded 15 goals in that season, which is again an absolutely incredible feat. And 24 clean sheets is going to be very difficult, because Alisson would need to keep 7 more clean sheets in the past 9 games, which is almost impossible, but not entirely impossible. Especially this week, where we saw Ajax and Man United come back from absolutely hopeless positions to qualify in the Champions League. In football, nothing is really impossible. And Ian Wright spoke out on Naby Keita, and I think he has some interesting opinions. So let's listen to Ian Wright, who I have a lot of respect for. Keita, we are expecting a lot more from him. In his last season at Leipzig, he had 9 goals and 7 assists. Klopp has brought him in, and he might have thought he might have nicked a few more goals up to this point, and that's true. And I think Naby Keita has been way below par in terms of the expectations, but Liverpool fans, including myself, had huge, sky-high expectations for Naby Keita, and it doesn't always work out in the first season. Some players need more time to settle into a new league, a new country, a new language, basically new everything than others. And Naby Keita, I think, has taken his time to settle into this Liverpool team, and I think next season we will see a much more improved Naby Keita. But also, Jurgen Klopp has been very conservative with his team selections, especially in games against Manchester United and Everton. Maybe because he didn't really want to lose either game, but I think against smaller sides, and our next few games, apart from the Bayern Munich Champions League game, our next few games in the league at least are against smaller sides, we should start Naby Keita, because when he had an extended run in the team, during that period we were playing Bayern Munich, and even against Bayern, he was outstanding, he was brilliant. And I think Naby Keita just needs to play more. He needs to build up his confidence by playing, and his form will improve when he has minutes on the pitch. When he's just sitting on the bench, you can't really improve and get confidence that way. So I don't understand why Jurgen Klopp didn't start him, or actually didn't bring him on against either Manchester United or Everton, because the games, both games, were crying out for exactly a type of player like Naby Keita, who can take the ball in midfield, who can go past people, who can run into the defense and cause havoc, cause mayhem, and really hurt those defenses. Because in the second half, Man United and Everton were mostly defending, especially Man United, and I think that Naby Keita could have caused a lot of problems for either of those defenses. So yeah, let me know what do you think about this, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's Liverpool transfer news video. Thanks for watching, see you later guys, goodbye.